I studied music back in 2009, and of course, I dropped my first album in 2014, and now I have 3 albums. 2 of them were 100% generated, mixed and mastered by AI. When it talks about African sound, all we need is data.
Hello, welcome to another super amazing episode of the LHC Pod, a podcast inspiring elevated living, and you know how we're bringing it to you back to back, the best of the best in the society, and we have amazing engagement week in, week out. This week is not an exception, and I have my co-host with me, Lola.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Because you've done well this week, you chop knuckle.
Let me not just talk.
Huh?
Let me not just talk.
Not just talk.
Yes, not just
typical
talk.
Nigeria.
Yes, yes. That's how we roll.
All right. So, what do you have for us this week?
Today,
Anything to cook?
no, not for you.
Cooking.
No, we're not. Well, we're cooking in a sense because
Okay.
this is new stuff and it's good. Oh, trust me, this one is really good. So we're talking AI, but not just any AI.
AI for what?
We're talking AI for music.
AI for music.
Yes.
Can you Korin?
Nice.
I'm asking you.
Nice.
Can you sing?
Of course, yes. At least I know it's on record.
For our viewers
Far-
out there,
far
Korin
better than
is a Yoruba word for singing, right? So I'm asking
And
you, can you
are a
sing?
show off. But yes.
The good thing is we have AI to replace you.
We know
And
you
I'm
can sing.
very
However,
happy. I'm very happy with
you
that.
try, so you've done everything. You try to sing, try to rap, try to do everything. But AI is here to replace you.
But the good thing is I talk for a living. That's why I'm here.
AI might soon replace you.
Okay, who do we have?
Wow. So we have the 2 gentlemen who are behind a startup.
And you guess what?
Yes. What?
It's the first time since the inception of this
Yeah,
podcast that we'll be
right.
having 2 guests on
Yes,
set.
so-
It shows how special they are.
Yes, so this is our promo episode.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes, so 2 gentlemen behind a very interesting, anyway, you know it's tech, so you know how we do now.
You're
Very
lively.
interesting
I can see
startup.
it. You're lively.
No, this is good. It's
Okay.
good stuff.
So let's welcome.
We have Philip and we have Solomon, co-founders of the startup known as Korin AI. What's that all about?
We'll
Stay
find
tuned.
out. Welcome. Once again, like we said just before you got on board, you are unique. Unique in the sense that it's the first time we're having 2 guests at a time since the inception of this podcast. That makes you unique and it's wonderful. And I do hope that this conversation is going to be mind-blowing because again, we're talking AI, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
AI.
Can
Yes.
AI be the next African big sound?
Amazing.
Yeah, wonderful. So tell us something about Korin AI. What's it about?
Well, thanks for having us. You see, the world of AI is growing big. And if I must tell you that, back in the days when technology was, emerging in Africa, we've seen a lot of African relaxing, waiting that we're going to just get on board when these technologies are built or developed. Right. I remember I studied music, right? And when I was growing and trying to get some things out, back in days then we used to produce sound with Fruity Loops, Cubase and all of that. There were a lot of limitations that I had, which just imagine that I want to get something, right, a particular sound, and the current technology you have, the tools you have, just give you kind of a limitation. And if you're like, is this how everything is just gonna go? And I feel like this like something blocking you, like a limitation on you. And 2019, I was at IBM, right? IBM is an international business machine. And that's the first time I get to hear that AI can actually do something amazing called generative AI. Means that you can actually train an AI just like you are training a child how to learn alphabet. And after a while, the child begins to learn to pronounce word in 2 letters, in 3 letters, and the child can start pronouncing words. So, wow, this is amazing. It means I can actually put sound music that have been created over time, human can actually train the machine to replicate that in a new version. I was mind blowing, like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. And from then I started learning about AI and all of that. So far back in 2024, which was last year, July precisely, I was working on a project and I needed a particular sound. And this is where the whole thing became like, this is another roadblock. Most time when filmmakers, content creators want to get sound, copyright issue will just come up. You can't use the sound. I don't know if you have been, probably you're trying to do a work, and especially if you're using if you're editing, I don't want to mention the name, they will tell you that this sound cannot be replicated in a particular country because the sound is not licensed to use there. So that has been a challenge, and I also ran into that challenge last year. And I was like, this is another roadblock. And then I just hands off, and I started dig down. I'm a software developer. I've been building apps for a long time, and I study music, and I study just not music technology. So fusing this together, I feel like this is the right time to actually get this thing out there. And I started digging down, doing my research. For the first time ever, I was able to generate sound without entering a studio, without playing the keyboard, without playing the drums, without playing anything physical. Was just AI producing the sound. I belong to a particular network called First Founder Network. On that place, we kind of we have a lot of founders there, and I was trying to have what is called a proof of concept, which I said, I can create your jingle for your startup. The first 20 guys to sign up, I'm going to do it for free, and myself, I was blown out at the output, like for real. I'm not in a studio, and I was able to create a jingle for all the 20 startups. That was a proof of concept that this was real, and that was a breakthrough for Korin. Wow. So when the Korin name was like, how can I give this like kind of a global name? I've been hearing names, Facebook and all of that. You don't know how some of these names came out. And I was just, my spirit, and I was just digging down. I just heard the word Korin. I said, now, Korin, in other words, sing. And that's how we came about with the word Korin AI.
Korin AI. Exactly. Yes. And question is to you. When we say AI, I want you to break it down, because for some of us here, we might understand what AI means. But there are some persons who are out there who are watching this show, really can't tell what AI is. So let's start from the basis. What is AI itself? And how come we can then use AI to generate music that has to do with humans? I'm supposed to sing.
Yeah.
And it's then you now tell me that a machine can create that
without
human intervention. Meaning what? Maybe Davido and Two-Face should just begin to start.
Well, that is what
okay, so that's actually a very interesting question. I mean, AI is like what should I call it now? The sugar rush of this lifetime, this season, right? Almost everybody's like, what's AI? People are like talking about AI here and there and all that. But I mean, from the word AI, we understand that AI means artificial intelligence. So that's the first thing you need to know, artificial intelligence. So from the word intelligence, that is artificial. So obviously,
meaning it's not real. So it's not using human brain.
Why do we call it artificial? That's the first thing. Because we believe, I mean, it is not human. It is not us. It is not like us. So the intelligence is artificial, but because it was made by us, right? So it's a replica of the human intelligence system, basically, right? But that's the whole concept. I don't think we've attained that yet, but the whole concept is that we want to be able to pour out what we have here in our brain and allow the machine to actually be able to replicate what we have in our brain. Because you see now that I don't want to be too technical so that we won't go too deep, right? But the whole concept of AI is that, AI is not now. The only thing that happened is that somebody made AI publicly, should I say available or
open source,
known. Yeah. Because AI has been in existence for, as you say, over decades. 50 years.
Yes.
Right? Yes, so top companies have been, in fact, Google has been doing AI things for as far back as
even our day-to-day lives, right? When you go shopping.
Basically, let me put it this way. Imagine you want to do something at home and let's say the plan is to cook jollof rice. This is basic computer instruction, and what you are trying to do is, okay, to cook jollof rice, I need, I don't know, sauce, I need rice, I need to boil the rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Pardon me, I might not give you the right step, but there are steps, right?
There are steps,
The ingredients first, then what do you need to do when you get the ingredient, the ones you need to wash, the ones you need to cut, onions and the likes. Now imagine that you have a machine and you can give it specific instructions, and the machine can then follow those instructions and give you the output, which is jollof, right? Now, that's the beginning. Now, imagine that after you've done that, over a period of time, you don't need to give specific instruction like, okay, add 2 tablespoons of salt. Now, because the machine has learned over time, imagine you just tell the machine, now cook me jollof rice. Now, that's so. We have the computer system, regular machine code, zeros and ones, which AI is built on top. But now the difference is that we are removing the specificity of instructions by allowing the AI to learn from how we do things, the machine to learn from how we do things, and then now replicate that thing. So over time, they won't get it perfectly, but over time, you begin to train them. Okay, you got this right. Then you give them a reward, let them understand that this is right, and then no, this is wrong. Go back and retry and things like that. Then before you know it, one day you just sit down in your sitting room and say, cook me jollof rice, and then it comes to serve you jollof rice.
Exactly.
So
we're getting there.
I'm going to ask, thank you for breaking that down. It means that once I turn on my laptop now, I'll just say, cook me jollof rice. Add 2 teaspoons of sugar to it, and then it will be done.
Don't try that with your computer. Don't let your windows blow.
Okay, we fully understand that now, which is basically artificial intelligence, and it basically means that you train the system, you train the model to be able to replicate what you want it to
exactly.
do for you. It's like you are consulting IFA, and IFA is telling you what the future holds for you. Call it that way. My question is, let's talk about African music, for instance.
Okay.
It's difficult. Why? Because of all the things that you need to put together to be able to create that African sound. An African sound is unique, whether you're from the East, West, the rhythm, the soul, the sound, how it comes, how the infusion of all these things, right, makes the African sound, the beats, the bass line, when you listen, and all of that makes the African sound. And it's unique in its own form. What I want to know is, can Korin give me the authentic African sound?
Yeah, I think Philip should start with this.
Interesting.
I'm gonna say something, but I think Philip should start.
Interesting is when Solomon was explaining something about training. So there is, as far as computer is concerned, and when it comes to artificial intelligence, there is no limit to what it can achieve. And I want to take that home. There is no limit. So for this room right now, there are many cameras. I could actually train the AI on all the things you've been doing the last 3 years, and none of you will be in this room again. And it's still going to get, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get top notch, because your human efforts are completely out. Because what you do here, you have a data, right? So when it comes to African sound, we have data. I study music and I understand rudiment of sound, rudiment of music. I know different types of genres, Afrobeat, Afro-pop, Afro jazz and all of those things. I understand how. So when I play a particular sound on my piano, or I'm playing my guitar, or I'm playing my drums, I know how those sounds are, right? So, and then when it comes to different African, nature or language, I also understand that. That's why a white man cannot come and replicate this, because they don't understand those details. So for me, as a person, for me to be able to build that, I have the data sets. I understand how this should be, because I have done it over time. So for me to generate a top-notch sound, like you asked, right, Afrobeat, even if you're talking about Fuji, Juju music, there are datas. All I need to do, all right, that which we have done, is that train the machine on a particular instruction, right? As a matter of fact, on our platform, you can actually generate instrumental without vocal, right? Currently on my Spotify, I have one of my albums that is 20 tracks, 100% generated with Korin.
So you're a musician like this.
I mean, I study music.
You're an artist.
No,
you're an artist.
like I told you from the beginning, I studied music back in 2009, and of course, I dropped my first album in 2014, and last year, and now I have 3 albums. 2 of them were 100% generated, mixed and mastered by AI.
Interesting.
There's so much conversation we'll make.
So just to finish my conversation on that is that when it talks about African sound, all we need is data. And what we're doing at Korin, we have not started. It's just just putting the little eyes on the cake. We have not even started at all because the data is available.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we mean data, sorry, you're going to finish, but when we mean data, everybody says data is available. Data is available. What do you mean? What is the data? Is it for music? What is the data that I need to be able to create or generate an AI model or a system or that can help? What is that data?
Well, when you talk about data,
Yes.
data is a collection of certain things you're doing. For every sector has a data. So for you in this room, you have data.
So
all the things you have been doing over time is data.
So when we let's use this room for instance.
I think I'm going to help you there.
Yeah. So we have cameras here.
Yeah.
Is that the data?
Okay.
Are you talking about the number of cameras that you have in here? Are you talking about the people? Are you talking about how everybody's operating the cameras? What I need the specific. I need us to be specific.
We get you.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. So everything you mentioned actually is data.
Okay. Recorded and stored.
Everything about us is data.
Okay.
So, but let me break it down more. Okay. So now, in this context that we are talking about,
Yes.
what do you want to achieve? Music.
No.
What do you want to replicate? Music.
Music. Yeah.
What you want to replicate exists.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, and the concept is you train AI.
Yes.
So, what do you train AI on? Music. To produce music. Now, if I wanted to teach my AI to produce pictures, what would I need to train my AI on? Pictures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, so the data here is contextual.
Which is
Now,
the music.
For this, example of this podcast, for instance,
Yes.
I might be interested in trying to train the AI in photo editing or video editing. I don't need the data of number of cameras.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I need to understand how the production engineer, sound engineer, all the engineers couple things together. So it is not even actually the video that I need to train the AI on. I need to train the AI on the process.
The process.
So you can see.
Yes.
Now, but if my goal is to reproduce podcast fully made by AI video people, I don't need to train my AI on the process.
Exactly.
I need to train my AI on the podcast output.
Itself, yeah.
So what you want to achieve determine what you want, how you train the AI. So basically, your data is basically what you want AI to produce.
To do for you.
So you have to look for the existing ones. If you have to create some by yourself, however way you want to do it, but you have to have tangible, resources
Yes.
that the AI can now see, understand how it works, break it down into numbers, zeros and ones, frequencies, whatever it needs to work with. Then understand, okay, for me to make it do, it means that the frequency has to be maybe 256 hertz.
Okay.
And maybe the vibratone has to be things like that. So it stores that data. Now it has seen 1 million people singing do on the same key, and it understands something that is common
amongst all.
Did you understand? So if you say give me do, the first thing it's going to do is create
data.
that thing, because you understand that, okay, for me to make do, this thing has to be 256 hertz. So the first thing it does is make it 256, then start shipping it, and then you have your output.
So let's talk about the reception so far. in terms of the music, using technology to create music? What has the reception been? Because I imagine some people will say, you can never get what human beings would do. And then there are some people that will say, oh, this is amazing. So what's been the reaction like so far?
Should I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me try. So I'm going to say both.
Okay, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the sense that
surprising though.
there is a before and an after.
Okay.
I remember the first person I told, and the person was like, you people shy. And I was like, really? Can you spare me 1 minute? Right? And then I brought out my phone and I played the song. And I said, just tell me, is this AI or real?
Okay.
And the guy was like, no, this one cannot be. Which AI? I'm like, this is AI. He said, no.
The person will run
He
down.
said, no.
Yeah.
Like, I said, okay, fine. Come on. Yeah, what do you have in your mind? Give me something on this. You want a song on that, Abby? No lyrics. And okay, into my phone. In 2 minutes, the song is out, and I say, play. Now, the before is impossible.
Yes.
The after is, bro.
See what you mean.
You understand? So
Yeah.
It
is always. So the thing is, I think he said something at the beginning about how Africans, we always like to tag along in terms of innovation. And however, I kind of disagree with that. It's not like we tag along. The issue is that we have this belief system that we can't grow here. To be honest, the nature of our system hasn't really been very supportive, but yet there are still people that have thrived. So, but majority of African innovators, you will see, go out there, you will see a friend. I was sharing with him. A friend of mine is in the UK, and when he saw this platform, he reached. In fact, he generated a song and he sent to me and said, "From Korin AI." I'm like, "That's nice. That's somebody in the UK, right?" And he was like, "Brother, this is massive." He was seeing it because he's a software engineer and he has done something in AI too, so he knows. And he was like, "Bro, this is massive." So you can imagine. But I'm sure someone like him will probably see it there and be like, even if I do something like this, you probably not fly in Nigeria. Do you understand? So, but seeing the reception so far, I don't think there is any event that we've been to that we show them this, and people will not be like, I think we've had like 2 or 3 people that says we are going to create something for them for their event or something like that.
You see.
So thank you very much for that. This conversation is an interesting and very intriguing one. I'd like to ask you, music is creativity. When we use AI to generate music, again, is not just creativity for an African person. It is spirituality, because you are able to connect with the soul of the sound. And that's the reason why when I travel down to my village and I hear the sound, especially the Agba drum play, I feel the vibration in my soul, and I begin to tap my foot to the reading itself. When we use AI to create the sound, are we not losing that creativity?
Well, that's a great question, because people have been asking about the question around, will AI replace human musicians, producers, and will the creativity be completely eroded? See, the interesting thing is that no matter the massive AI adoption, human beings are still behind. That's just now, the person you're talking to now, we are human, we are not AI.
Exactly.
So the creativity is still in there.
Yeah.
Because see, if you want to have the best AI, it is the amount of data and the input that you're going to feed in that. And humans, behind every AI, there are AI engineers, AI researchers. These are men that put in their creative work inside. So the creativity is still there. But I understand your question. Your question is like, would you still be feeling the human part of it? All right, now let's get to this. I remember back days in school when we used to have our live stage. Most entertainers, they're always shy when it comes to stage, because entertainment is about vibing. It's about show off. It's about let's just get the audience to do.
Yep.
Right. So most of the times they don't pay attention to the lyrics or the beat. All they want to do on the stage that just give me any beats. I don't know if you remember those days, give me beats, boom, boom. They just be saying anything inside. So long the beat is interesting or whatever is going there, they don't. So now when it comes to AI is not removing the creativity of human, right? What AI is doing is enhancing your creativity.
Okay.
So for now, like my story, like I shared, I can ask each of you in this room today, there are certain things you have want to have in terms of sounds, some lyrics you have written, some storylines you've written that imagine that is now being infused into song. You know, recently I was in Abuja and we had an event, and this is where all the audience were blown out. So at the start of the event, nobody was told that the playlist is AI. So I created about 30 playlists, right? It's one of our value proposition, right, on Korin AI. All right, so we gave the playlist to the DJ, and throughout the event, everybody was enjoying themselves.
Interesting.
The songs were going.
That was.
It was just going.
music.
It was just going, and they just burst the bubble in the middle of the. And we'd like to let you know that from the start of the event, what we've been listening to were generated by Korin AI.
I can imagine
Jesus,
the
excuse me. Hello, you mean all the songs? They could not differentiate between that because I took my time to write lyrics, and I specified the beats, the genres, the tempo. So the creativity, I fuse it into it to get the output. So one thing about AI is that if you don't put in the necessary instruction, which is called prompts,
Yes.
detailed, it has to be detailed, you will not feel the creativity you are probably looking for. So what really got the audience, like, I just, if not you had mentioned, I would not argue that this is human, because I put in the creative work into it, which is that I wrote the lyrics, the beats, the genres, everything, tempo, everything was put into it. So as AI begin to grow, AI is not going to remove the creativity, it's just going to enhance you. Things that you have in your head, you cannot put it in prompts, and it's going to get you that amazing output.
I mean,
Amazing.
let me add something
Yeah.
here. So I think I don't know what will happen in the next 10, 50 years, but right now I speak of now that I'm aware, right?
Yeah.
I think the first thing we must understand that at this point we are so far, we should see AI as a tool. And that's the thing. There's no tool, no matter how good or how powerful or how useful a tool is, it can never replace the owner.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about AI too. Now, in terms of this creativity part, to be honest, I fully understand you. And I'm sure we would have a group of people that would come be like, there's nothing that will make me listen to AI music. I'm not interested. But the thing is, you wouldn't even know if you are on
Absolutely.
some platforms, you would not even realize that this is AI. So, and that's the thing. How would you separate this if it gives you the same result that you would get from? Because the truth of the matter is, there were in the past, like you said, the mentioned stage, I thought it was going in a direction. I was thinking of something. You know, there were days before movie production, cameras and the like, people go to the
Celluloid,
you know,
stuff.
to go and see these people perform,
Yeah.
and then, you know,
Oh,
on
proud,
stage
yeah.
and all that.
Yes.
You hardly see that now.
I have,
Yeah.
but I still go anyway.
Once the
I'm not saying
No,
this.
no,
Don't get me wrong. You hardly
because-
see it now.
Yeah, because whether we
not
like
like
it or
before.
not, I love stage plays.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're part of the audience. You know, they can be acting around you, and you
Yeah.
just feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get your point, which is from celluloid we moved on to film, and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
it's
Cinemas.
We don't know
Now-
what's coming next after here.
Now,
we have the social platforms, the streaming platforms where
Yeah.
you can listen to so many things. But while we were discussing, something curious came in. You have created albums, and the albums are streaming. Would you be able to perform, for instance?
That is an interesting question because
So how are you going to come out and say, I'm an AI
Performer.
artist, and I'm again, because music is rhythm.
Yeah.
Are you, after the creation of the music, are you then going to come and start learning the rhythm itself, the lyrics, the tone, falsettos, and name it before? How?
Yeah, so let me give you an example.
Yes.
Right. I manage set of choir. Okay. So anytime they're having events, maybe anniversary, right? They always want to look for a new song, especially maybe tailored to that particular theme for that anniversary.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, choirs struggle with that, especially if you're not gifted in writing songs.
Okay.
And you can imagine the time it would take to rehearse the instrumentalist, to get the intro, and you don't want, because you've been doing this over time, you don't want to create old intro. You want to create something new. It's going to take a lot of time. I play piano, I play drums, and I play keyboard, and I play guitar.
Then you are a musician.
Yes, the musician is what all of those things is. So I know the time, at least minimum rehearsal is 8 hours.
Okay.
To get a perfect song, 8 hours must go into it before the live performance. It might just be 5-minute performance. And the 8 hours we have to do repeatedly, like 2-3 days to get all of those things. Now, we don't have that time again.
Exactly.
The time, because the cost of going to studio, I know for me to release one song, I need to get my guys to come to a studio like this,
Yes.
a studio, and we need to do this rehearsal like 3 times. And I pay these guys to come. Are you calculating in my mind right now?
Yes.
Now, all of that, the song is just 5 minutes, max 6 minutes.
It's a lot.
So behind that, I've spent close to about 300,000 to 400,000 to get that song out. Now, it's never going to be easy for me if I'm an upcoming artist. So what I was explaining earlier on about the choir is that what I did was that I just write the title of the song is Harvest.
Okay.
Wrote the lyrics, specify the intro. I remember when we were testing one of our work on the platform, and I said, Solomon, we need to test this out. In this particular bridge, you're going to have trumpets. So this interlude is going to be trumpet.
Okay.
So I specify the things I want. Duets, the choir, duets.
Male voice, female
Male voice.
Interesting.
That's when I talk about the prompt. So I specify in each, just like I'm a musician, so I understand some of those little things. And on our platform, we've created some samples that even when you check them, you'll see how those things were
Gives you
created.
an
So
idea.
you are not out of it completely. So when the song is not completely created for the choir, which I did was that I just sent the song to them. Guys, go listen to that song. What are they doing is that he has reduced the time of
trying to
coming up with a
come
new
together.
concept, which takes about
Exactly.
at least 2 rehearsals to come up with that concept. Intro, just
is
an
around
intro of a song.
Oh, wow.
16 to 24
It
hours
has
when you
cut
break
off
it down
that.
into
Exactly.
3 days.
So
yeah.
they take the song, they rehearse with the song, they already understand the harmony, they understand the arrangement. All of those times are currently completely removed. So the less time is that we are focusing on the song, right? And before you know it, they start performing the song. Now you ask the question like, will you not go on stage and say, I'm AI, whatever? Okay, now let me bust a bubble. Now, most of the things you are seeing online, especially on Spotify, your algorithm give you songs you never know that they were AI. You have listened to millions of songs. If you are a lover of songs, if you're on Spotify, iTunes, and Apple Music and all of that, you have listened to songs that were actually generated by AI. You never know, right?
Know because it's
So now we're gradually moving to a place where physical contacts, all right, people are not even going to go to big shows because from the days of COVID, right, began a new era of remote works and certain things begin. So most of the time right now, you see people enjoy listening to song at home, right?
Yeah.
So live performances are now reduced. It's maybe unlike before that if people goes
There's
to. I
always
remember those
vibe
days in
anyway.
Muzon, we go to Muzon,
Yeah.
right? I remember
Yeah.
we go to Terra Culture in VI.
Exactly.
Now
Exactly.
try to look at those things right now. It is dropping down because people now enjoy the same output on Spotify, all those platforms, but there are guys behind those work.
So,
So
what's, okay.
if I go online,
Yeah.
I can have my AI artist, which I currently have an AI artist called Dr. June.
Okay.
Let me tell you, in US right now, there is an AI record label, right? And they sign AI record artists,
Interesting.
right? And I'm currently pioneering what is called the vibe singing, right? It means that you, as a host, you don't have to be a musician. You can be a vibe singer.
Okay, just like we vibe code, right?
Thank you.
Okay, this will bring me to another question again, because again we need to understand and see. I don't care. We're going to spend time, studio time here massively. The voice and the music. The AI, can AI generate a sound that sounds exactly with my texture? It's for, again, because I'm going to be
that
an
will already
artist.
exist.
I think I have
That will already
a very
exist.
perfect answer without telling you yes or no.
So
We already have that.
I don't know. So, and it's the reason why I'm asking, right? So, this is me, right? And then I want, the reason why I'm asking, and pardon my ignorance in all of this, right? Because I'm thinking, okay, AI generates a song, but I'm the artist that will go out there and perform.
From it.
Is the sound going to be exactly my texture?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so
my
no.
question.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you know about deepfakes? Have you heard them before?
Yes.
So, what makes deepfake so real?
I don't know. Tell me.
Okay, so let me put it this way. Now, imagine you have a friend and you had an agreement to send him some money, but the password is that he video calls you, and you see the call, and
Verify.
you open the video call, answer it, and you see your friend's face is speaking to you with the same voice and all that, and you transfer the money to the account, and it tells you, oh, I'm not where I need it in another account. You say, this account is not your own, but you don't see my face now. Okay, yeah, that's true. I don't see your face. It's because the person I deal with now, and I won't give the money. Sorry for my pidgin, but I'm trying to make it.
Fine.
You know, but now imagine you transfer the money to the person, and then an hour later, your friend calls you and says, there has been no network on his phone.
I've been trying to reach you.
What would you do?
Exactly.
Huh?
What would you do?
Oh, you transfer the money.
No, I'll just go break my system just so that I can get him.
But you know, these things exist. There's a top company in the world, I don't want to mention name, that the CEO allegedly, due to deepfake, actually
transfer
give permission to the financial person
to
transfer a particular amount, and it was a voice note.
And was
turned out
deepfake.
to be fake.
Which turned out to be fake. So I think you know where I'm going with this, right? So AI, like I said,
because I just want, these are curious questions.
So
So
let me help you here. I said something that everything about us is data, right? How is it possible for us to test DNA? There is something that is peculiar to every DNA, data. So we understand that, DNA is supposed to have this. I mean, it's made up of, what's it called? Deoxyribonucleic acid, right? Now, there's something about acid, or that particular type of acid, that they look out for that makes it different from a person's own, different from the other person. And if there are two people that have the same thing, it means they are related. Maybe 99% probability, 95% probability, whatever. So it is data. So probably they are looking at, this one has 13 chromosomes. I don't know what they look at. So I'm just saying, right? But there's something that they see that makes it match. It's the same thing. So AI might not give you perfection, but it will give you something worthy enough that it only takes somebody who is specialized in that, maybe an audio engineer. I can now take it and put it there, and then take the original one. There might be maybe some but I'm telling you,
even getting to close that gap.
We
are closing that
if
gap.
it was 3 years ago, I would say, we can't do that, or we cannot really. But right now, I don't know what's going to happen before the end of this year.
Just to add to it, that on the platform, you can actually upload your raw
voice.
vocal.
Okay.
So the AI listen to your voice texture, because you talked about texture.
Yeah.
Right. And human have different voice
textures. Yeah.
Right. So as AI is growing, right, it's going to be able to replicate your vocal 100%, likely 100%. At the moment right now, it's not close to 100 because there's a lot of computations, the power that is required to do all of that. But currently, you can upload your voice sample. The AI listen to it, and it's going to replicate. That was what I did with my second album, my first album, the first AI album I did. So I hummed to the AI. It listened without uttering any words, because when I was doing the research, copyright, because if copyright was not probably taken care of, I could just take Davido's voice and upload to our AI, and it's going to replicate. The AI does not care. It will do it for you. That's one thing about AI. If you don't put terms and conditions, so I use what terms and conditions, that the AI understand that you cannot upload human voice with vocal. But the first AI generative sound that was done, someone in US uploaded Jay-Z voice, and when the song was uploaded on Spotify, within about few days, it was streaming. People were streaming about 20 million.
Yeah, because they thought it was Jay-Z.
They thought it was Jay-Z. It was then that they started having this.
Terms and conditions.
Yes. So when you are uploading it,
Yeah, we're
the
gonna.
minute you recognize that there is a vocal, like words, it's going to tell that this cannot be used because it doesn't know if it's someone's voice or yours. So the voice texture is that just upload, just the sound, or you upload your voice to it. Then listen to it, and it's just going to replicate that with your voice and gives you output.
So that brings me to the next question.
I know you've actually done something there.
So we're going to, who owns the right? The AI platform, the copyright. Is it the AI platform where the sound is generated? The person who imputed his data.
That's the creator.
Yeah, the creator.
Yeah.
Or I really don't understand. Maybe.
So when it comes to copyright, right, there are two sides to it.
Okay.
You have the AI company, right, Korin AI.
Yes.
Then we have the creator, right. Then on the other side, we have the existing data, right. Okay. Those are three different things. So the first part, what we are doing at Korin AI is unique, right. So we collect our data from humans, right, and we pay them. So we are not going to get or give us for free, right? So the copyright, when we pay you, we own it. So it means just like you are rehearsing with us, just like you are giving out some instructions, and okay, we are currently working on a project. We like to contribute, right? They understand what we are building and give it out. So that copyright, you've already, company owns that. On the second part of it, when you come to our platform to generate, we have two models. Right, we have the free subscription and we have the paid subscribers. Right, so when you're using the free subscription, whatever you generate, no
matter how good it is,
even if that sound is going to be the top, as in it's going to be the let me use the word
song.
Wow, and you remember that it was on free version.
Just forget
that you generate. Just forget that song is gone. We
us.
own it 100%. If you dare go out and try to use it. Because we have metadata that track those songs, we can sue you for copyright. You can't monetize it. The worst you can share with your friends, but you can't upload on Spotify because you don't own it. Where you have the copyright is when you are a paid subscriber. Everything you generated, you own it 100%.
As a paid subscriber.
From that day you pay, we give you a credit. That credit is that we've given you the permission to generate this. Anything you generate is yours. We don't own it.
So if I come to Korin AI now and then I paid for my subscription, and generate a sound, and I make $1 billion.
It's not a business.
It's not a business.
You want the song, whatever you upload it, it's your property. Copyright, you have right over.
I'm not a musician.
So what happens? So
Korin. So officially I'm in. It's been my dream.
Emmanuel, I must tell you that the goal, right, is to bring more entertainers into the industry.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand
More
trends. If you understand trends, that every time new people comes in, new people goes out. But if you observe currently right now, the people we have in are less compared to what we have in the past, because those guys they have this energy, and check their lyrics is deep. But what we have right now is becoming like watered down, because it's like
it's more commercial.
Yes, so you need something to enhance what is currently on.
I'm worried because it's like we're making people more lazy by
not lazy. That's what I mean. The word enhance, because
more creative.
right now.
Anyway,
okay, now so let me ask you.
This thing you just said now.
I would say lazy.
Okay,
So let me ask you on this right now. This podcast we're having right now,
Yeah.
I can tell you that is repetitive. The question you're asking are probably questions that probably you've asked over somewhere. You just kind of changing and just doing all of that.
Depending on the topic.
What AI does that is going to give you something new that it has never existed anywhere. You can just put it a little closer and say this. So when it comes to music especially, while I was driving here and in my mind, what AI can do for you is that you can put two genres together, which in the real sense, you cannot achieve that. I can infuse Afro pop and amapiano and come with a new genre.
And don't you think that those who say that we must protect Afrobeat will not be happy?
No,
when you confuse two genres.
No, in music there's
But
nothing like that.
It wouldn't be called Afrobeat anymore.
Every genre is a fusion
It's
of
actually a
two
hybrid
different.
or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Afrobeat,
That's true.
Afropop. Pop is a different genre. Afrobeat is something different. So infusing that together is what AI. So where I'm going is that is the enhancement, because as we begin to grow, I begin to get more. You feel tired of doing things over and over. You want something new.
Yeah.
You want something. You want to hear new sound. New sound. How can you get new sound? The cost of getting new sound is high.
So we're doing all this production, we're doing all these wonderful things. What happens to the actual producers? The guys who sit down and cook the beats, the guys who have up till now been the
Solomon,
the
tell her what
person
Kachi said.
I mean, to be honest, you would think that a producer would look at us and hate us, but the first producer we met,
Okay.
looked at this thing and he fell in love with it.
What a producer.
Yes.
Okay, this is interesting.
So I said something earlier. I said we are making. I think people are over. What's what I mean? Yes, there are. To be honest, I have my own side of fear of AI in the long run.
Oh, you're also afraid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being honest here. But
Afraid of
however,
what you are creating.
the thing is was God not afraid of man?
Well, there's that. Well,
He was afraid
there's
to the extent that he had to,
he had to implement
give
some-
different languages to men because
If I allow this guy,
there's never been any place that is written in the scriptures that God came down and look at what men
he
was doing.
implemented some block parameters.
Do you understand? So the thing is, I have that fear that one day man too is going to say, oh, I regret making AI. I don't know if it's going to come, but I just have that little fear.
It's like that cartoon where they say it's 50 years in the future, and AI is arresting human beings because they refuse to be
it is
polite.
possible. I mean,
in the
to be
chat.
honest, we are getting to that stage. I mean, there's something that Elon is doing right now where I think you use like drones, and I'm not sure if they've rolled it out into production yet, but you just go into the drone, no driver. And then wherever you're going, it lifts up, take you to wherever you're going,
Whoa.
drops you down, you pay, and you get out.
Yikes.
Now, imagine what would happen in the next 10, 20, 50 years.
Kidnapping made easy.
Nobody is good. So you're running after Bugatti now. It might not matter then. It might not matter then because who is driving cars?
Actually, driving might even be obsolete.
Because
at that point.
who wants to go and start driving when you could just stay in the drone and the drone carries you and then drops you there?
Yeah.
So you could see. So I have my reservations, but
Okay.
the truth of this whole thing is that AI is a tool. That's why I said earlier. I said for now, I don't know what it will be. I mean, Sam has been talking about AGI, and that one at that level, they believe that you don't even need to start giving it prompts. It just look at you. Oh, you are sick. I think you need paracetamol. It just looks at you and you understand. It knows.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens at that time, but right now, I mean, AI is a tool. So I think why that producer is saw the future. Why should I imagine for me to produce sound? Maybe the person has to come in for me to make beats. Might take me about 4 hours for one client. With this tool, in 2 minutes, I've collected my 250K. Does the client need to know that it is AI?
Exactly.
Bro, what beat do you need? You need something like this. AI don't generate like 20. Pick your choice.
Yeah.
That looks, and you collect your money. Sweet.
Life
So-
is
No stress.
good.
Just to add to what Solomon is saying,
Life
see,
is good.
the producer, what Kachi said is that, Kachi also was having a challenge that I had, which is that limitation.
Okay.
A producer can only do one thing at a time. And when it comes to production of sound, you must be able to play different instruments, right? Before we start having synthetic drums, synthetic pianos,
Yeah.
all right? There are days that, we have to just play those drums live. Then you play them separately. Then you now come to mix them. So Kachi said, sometimes because he cannot play certain instruments, he was waiting for, how can I play this? With AI, you have given me all the tools that I need inside one. So in sound production, we have what is called STEM. So STEM
Yes.
separates the beats, all of those things. So when I'm done creating my AI sound, I could actually separate. I have it on my phone. It's an app. I can separate the sound, remove the vocal, and I can put my real vocal on it what has happened, what Solomon said, the time that's going to require for me to create beats is off. The time to create the piano, the intro, the interlude, all those everything has been completely fixed into that. So if I say that I don't even want the voice, I remove the voice. I lay my voice on it, and I can upload it back to the platform, mix and master, and the sound is ready. Before now, to get a sound, a good music, it takes at least 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes.
So
to
basically,
cook it to
down to
perfect.
2 minutes.
So
yes.
basically, there's no more jobs for
no. I'm not going there. And this is where I'm going when I said that when it comes to live performances, that's where guys will now enjoy more live performances.
More live performances.
Yeah.
Okay. So DJs, this is the time for you. Just slot it in and kill the show. Kill the show.
You just cancelled all the years we spent learning footy loops.
Let's go to break. We'll be back.
All right, welcome back. So we've had extensive discussions around the technology, AI, and how it's enhancing creativity. So let's even talk about this tool itself, Korin AI.
Okay.
What does it have for us? What are the features? So I want to sign up, for example. I want to get into the app, and what's available to me as a creative?
Okay. So I think I'll go for that.
Okay.
So Korin AI, as a tool, let me first ship this in. We are still at the very early stage.
Okay.
So imagine if the early stage is fascinating as much as this. What happens in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Right. We have a lot of features that we have in mind. There are processes. But at the moment, right, with our MVP, which is what we have right now.
Okay.
We have your ability to do text to or lyrics, whatever you want to call it, to music. And that's
nice.
In fact that's that. The whole thing about Korin AI is that's the core of Korin AI. Every other thing is an additional feature. So that's the most important thing. And the beautiful part is you don't need to have your full lyrics. You don't need to have. I can just. Yeah, I think there was a program we were, and the deputy mayor of London. We pitched to him and he said, that's a lie. What if we just recorded the song and then played him? And then we told him, sir, just
try it out.
We gave him the phone. I think the topic was, bridging the gap between borders or something. Lagos to London or something. And he just typed bridging the borders, Lagos to London.
And
it generated within 3 minutes. It was we said it's generating. He said continue talking to others when we are done. When it's done, and then we went to him. We played. He said, take my card, send it to me, and then So you could imagine, there is this thing out there that people are like, is this thing possible? So that's the first thing. Want to first of all break that ice. Let everybody be comfortable with the fact that there is this possibility. So right now, come with your text idea. Okay, I'm sitting by the beach. I just need a song that will cool me in the warm evening. Just the way I said it, put it down there. Wow. And then you get something.
Absolutely.
And then you will see that it goes in that. In fact, if you want to beat it, just say, I don't need Afro beat. Give me Afro soul.
Oh wow! So I can even specify what moods I
want. That's exactly what I said.
What vibe I want.
You can specify. If you want the beat to be very fast, you can specify. If you want to be very extremely slow, you can tell it. If you want it to be deep bass voice,
specify.
It just tell it everything.
So can I go even deeper? Like say, okay, I define a specific mood, and then I say, okay, maybe I want it to be like a baby making mood, for example, or I want it to be like a more serious study.
Okay, I don't know about the baby making mood, but yeah,
no. Like, the truth of the matter is that
in terms of the instrumentation,
when you're using the platform, right? Like Solomon was saying, we have the auto generate. That was the one he was talking about. The deputy of mayor is auto generate, as in you don't need to put your lyrics. Just an idea. But when you now switch, you toggle the button to the custom. The custom is like what you want to do.
Doing,
So you start with by putting the title. I want a birthday song for my wife. Then you put you select the language. Currently pushing just 4 languages.
5.
It's 5 now.
4 for us.
Yes, we have Pidgin, we have Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Then of course English general. So, but that's about 5. So you select any of that. Then the next thing is that you want to type your lyrics. That's if you have your lyrics. So for instance, you've already created your lyrics, right? You put in your lyrics, and today you're not even out of if you don't even have the lyrics, just go to AI or ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Can help you
yes,
just
exactly.
refine your lyrics. So you are not
Life
limited
is not
again.
that
Come
hard
on,
anymore.
everybody's a composer.
Yeah.
Man, like, excuse me, yes.
So you're surprised,
you
right?
put the lyrics
So I'm
there.
going to sign up.
You put the lyrics there, then just go through it, make sure
Generate.
everything is
Straight
fine,
up.
right?
Amazing.
And click on generate.
And it
Right?
shows you as it's generating.
It's telling you.
music.
So in that process,
It
the AI
keeps-
is
it
doing
keeps
the
you
production,
informed.
Yeah.
is listening to it, and in 2 max 3 minutes, depending on your network,
Okay.
the full song is fully
Whoa.
produced, mixed, and mastered.
Wait, rewind 2 minutes. 3
In
minutes.
2 minutes, 2-3 minutes max, depending on your network, is fully
song is done.
produced
Wow. Okay.
based on
This
your
is insane.
based on your selection. So if you have selected a male voice,
Yes.
a deep male voice,
You
a
get-
female
you
voice, a
get-
duet, if it's a choir,
What?
right? If you specify Nigerian, if you put African, so there is a way the data has been labeled. That's the way it's going to give you that. So
Okay.
in less than 2-3 marks, right, the full song, I don't mean a full song is ready. So you don't need to go and take it to another place to mix, to master. It's
Just
fully mixed to
generate.
master. So
Start playing.
if you're an artist and you want to just push that on any streaming platform, and like I did, I have 2 albums right there. So that's the way the platform work. So other feature which are coming in the pipeline, I won't
Yeah, a
talk
lot
about
of
that
them.
also on
Okay.
the live show. But
Coming
currently
soon.
on the platform right now, so what we have again on the platform is that which is that you can create a playlist, and this is the bomb.
Amazing.
Right. So for you, I don't know about Emmanuel. Maybe you want to have a birthday party in your house. You don't want to do a low cost birthday party, and you don't want to hire a DJ. We've got it covered.
What?
So what that means is that
Generate your
Mix.
playlist.
just create your playlist,
And
right?
can you get a mix out of that?
And just put your
And then
on your
start
house.
playing the playlist.
All the same vibe you always expect from a DJ is what we're gonna give you. Boom, boom. On Afro beats, on Afro
Wow.
pop, anything. Just give it to you like back to back, and
Exactly.
your audience or your friends will never know until you tell them that.
No, they might.
No,
They might, because,
if
I
the
mean-
man didn't tell them.
I mean, if I tailor it to myself, I'm like, it's
Yes,
my birthday.
you start
I'm-
hearing the
okay.
names.
I'm just-
Thank you, Solomon. Exactly. So
Yeah.
the platform.
I tell them it's AI. I just tell them, oh, I just hired a band and then we did this.
Because
Okay,
you
but-
could
but
Nobody will
we
believe
also- We also need to give credit to
because you could make the AI, you could tell the
Nobody
AI,
will believe you.
you could tell the AI to, you know, everything you want, like the event he was talking about in
Yeah.
Abuja, everything the song, all the 30 songs
Tailored
in the
to
playlist
that
Yes.
was
event.
tailored to the theme of that event. So everything you are hearing,
You are hearing
is telling you about what's going on in that event.
That
And
is
it
one of the
still makes
unique
sense.
thing about Korin AI. So it can tailor to a particular event. All right, you don't have to be looking for where will I get a tailored song, right? So these are the current features we have on the platform.
Exactly.
Right? The other features, like Solomon said, it's just an MVP. It's just a
what's the subscription model of this? How much, if I want to subscribe, how much do I need to pay? Because I'm eager to become.
Emmanuel. You remember
Go
when I
and
told you at
sign
the
up.
beginning that it takes about 400,000, right, to
Yes.
get a particular just one music.
Output.
Exactly.
Good output.
That is cheap. If you want to talk to some
That
top-notch
people will
producers,
spend
1.5
millions.
million,
Yeah.
2 million,
Yeah,
depends.
Yeah.
Let me bust your bubble.
Okay.
Ah,
Solomon.
Okay.
Gagagag.
And this drum roll is AI, by the way.
So
Alright.
just
Okay.
to just let you know
Okay.
that
Okay.
less than $10.
What?
less than
It's just $10. Let me just
Whoa.
add it
Less
there.
than
$10.
$10.
That's about 15, 16,000.
Yeah.
15,000.
You have how many credits, Solomon?
So with that, you'll be able to generate up to 100 songs.
100 songs.
Whoa, that is generous.
So if all the
Yeah.
songs you don't like it, you will like 10.
There's no way you generate 100 songs and you say you don't like it.
I mean-
that's impossible.
So I'm just saying,
I'm telling you
worst
the
case
fact.
scenario, the songs,
Unless
maybe
you are
turn
extremely fussy.
you know, you at least a full album is completely out from it.
So as it is, I can go and.
So that's
So it is-
that's for our standard users, by
That's
the
for
way.
standard user.
Oh.
If you
Okay.
hire a premium
Premium
user,
user.
Yes.
There
you
is
pay
more.
$30.
Okay.
Okay,
What-
I know.
Okay.
We-
And
we
more
all
songs, right?
subscribe- We all subscribe to platforms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the standard. Is it in terms of volume or in terms of the quality that differentiates between standard and premium?
So quality matters a lot. Remember, we are breaking an ideology that doesn't exist before. So quality for everyone is the
Yeah.
same. But this is the catch. You are a standard user. There are limits to the number of
credits,
minutes.
yeah.
Credits one, but minutes of song you can create.
Create,
So
yeah.
you can't go beyond 5 minutes
That
for your
is
song.
good now.
What are you singing for 5 minutes?
But as a premium as a premium user, you
No,
could
but
do up
actually
to
they
8
are-
minutes.
8 minutes,
song.
yeah.
No, there are some productions you might want to do.
You know, these things are tailored to different people, right?
Yeah.
And then also
Yes.
premium users.
Jazz.
Exactly. So you don't know what
There are different use cases.
So there are
Which you are
different
not-
use cases,
Yeah,
right?
different use cases.
And so as a premium user, also you get to get some. Let us say GCT.
As
Don't
soon
worry,
as
go to
you
the
launch
Okay.
the latest features as a premium user,
you'll be the
Okay.
first. You'll be the
test.
first to test it. So
nice.
you are automatically our beta
Okay,
testers,
nice.
right? And that's so that
Sign
you
me
enjoy
up.
it for a couple of
Before
weeks,
other-
and then you see like okay, you
Sign
get
me
feedback.
So wait. So
Imagine, you know what I like
So-
about the fact that we just give you another
yeah.
talent.
So we just basically we've uncovered an income stream as it is.
Yeah.
Right now, it's
Yeah.
an income stream. So if we decide, okay, what to be
Yes,
artists
because
today,
see, one of the things
we
that
can-
we're not going to say on camera
Yes.
because it's the future. We're not going to because
Oh,
the thing is
okay.
that we are giving out opportunity for content
Wow.
creators
Wow.
to
Wow.
make
Wow.
another stream of income.
honestly,
Exactly.
So even if you are looking of making extra income,
Mm-hmm.
the platform gives you that power to create content that you can make money from, whether on YouTube,
TikTok,
whether on TikTok,
Facebook,
whether on
Name
Facebook,
it.
amazing.
anywhere. So long you paid for that particular subscription, you can go ahead and start making money. Imagine how much you're streaming, how much you're earning. I know how much it is on my streaming platform on Spotify, right?
So yeah, thank you very much.
Amazing.
I know in music, for instance, there's what is called catalog. There's
Yeah.
what is called who owns the right to catalog. I know you said once I create music, it's become mine. You don't have to share from my gains or from my goals.
new superstar is already thinking big.
Right. So it's all about the money now. It's all about the venture.
Yeah.
Mind of a business.
Yeah.
So, is it possible that I create this sound, a label? So that's another aspect that we've not touched or talked about here. Can I be signed to a label with what I have created from the current platform? For instance, a label sees the
Song,
music,
yeah.
the songs commercially viable.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, yeah.
And then he says, I want to sign you up on my label,
Yeah.
either as to be able to distribute
Mm-hmm.
the sound across the world. Or have we gotten to that point yet?
I mean, I think he has actually
Ye-
given it into that answer,
Okay.
or even answered it, because for crying out loud, you own your song.
But again,
So
the longevity of an artist, for instance, is also very key to a label when they want to sign you.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
If you have one good, you've been able to use the platform to create one good song, are they not going to be skeptical if you can recreate something? Because it's all about how many bangers.
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, that
So
you can-
Yeah.
you can drop them.
I totally get you.
Yes.
To be honest, but the question lies in how creative are you?
Yeah.
Did the creativity die?
Hmm.
If you were so creative to tell the AI exactly what you want, that became the banger.
Still.
Exactly.
You are still the owner of that creativity. You can always tell the AI to do it in another form and still give you banger. Remember, $10 for 100 songs. There's no way.
At least you will get 10.
There's no way.
Makes sense.
All right. It's been an amazing conversation that we've had. It's exciting, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. Very educative. Things that I didn't know of, I have come to understand. Courtesy the super duper amazing creators that we have in the house. I hope we're able to bring them back at a later time so that they can tell us their journey and how the people in our society have received the Africa's first music laboratory. Right? So, on this note, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's watched this episode from the beginning to this point. We say a big thank you. We hold you in high esteem, but the conversation does not stop here. it continues on the comment section. Let us know what you think about this episode. Tell us, you want to get in touch with Korin? Yes, of course, they are there. They are going to share their handle, right? And then their socials so that you can follow them up and then look for, so that you can get more of the features. Right, so from all of us in the studio, we want to say a big thank you to you. Enjoy your weekend, your day at any time. Just before we go, Korin socials.
All right, so our website is www.usekorinai.com.
Okay.
How do you spell your Korin?
That's Korin. You will see it on my t-shirt. So use KORINAI.com.
All right.
And across all social, that's use Korin AI across all socials.
All right, you've heard from the team. My name is Emmanuel, and we say bye for now.
And this is signing out. See you.
Thank you.
Peace.